Hi, my name is Jeroen Pouwels and I'm the research coordinator of the Cancer.io consortium. My father-in-law, who is a Finn, he came at some point to me and he came, there's this university, they are doing something with the body killing the cancer and something with the immune system. I said, well, this is exactly what we're doing.
So why is it important for you to take part in the Cancer.io collaboration project?
The immuno-oncology, the immunotherapies are really taking the cancer treatment world by storm, really revolutionizing cancer treatment. But the problem is that even when they are really good and give hope to a lot of patients and really cure quite many patients, it's still not everyone. And that means that there's still a lot to be learned. And there's a lot of individuals trying to do this, companies, academics, but I think the best way to do this is to combine the knowledge and expertise of academics, hospitals, the companies together and try to together find solutions for some of these problems. And Cancer.io is an excellent tool for this because we have 4 hospitals involved, we have 10 big pharma, we have 8 Finnish companies, several academics. The patient organization is very important because they can give good feedback from the patient perspective and help us with that and also with the outreach. We will help some of the Finnish companies that are on board to develop their technologies further and the academics will provide very valuable patient samples for academic research, but also to investigate the drugs.
How do you feel about the current status of IO in Finland and in the world?
It's taking the world by storm. There are over 1,000 clinical trials ongoing and for many cancers. Immunotherapies are already standard of care. 2 examples, breast cancer for metastatic triple-negative breast cancer, which is the most aggressive form and where most patients don't have a positive outlook. Now, since a year or so, combination of chemotherapy and immunotherapies are becoming the standard of care. The last week, the FDA approved monotherapy, so just giving immunotherapy to patients with lung cancer. This will be the first treatment, so this is really taking huge steps towards immunotherapy being the standard and even the first treatment patients get. But as I mentioned before, there's still a lot to be learned. And one thing we hope to help in establishing, we will not do that alone, but we hope to, with the awareness and outreach, we hope to increase the uptake of the immunotherapies in Finland as well.
What would you see as the biggest obstacles for this project and for developing and advancing the immunotherapies?
Every cancer is different. Every patient is different. So the model systems that are being used in science and while they've been super useful in finding therapies, and all the current therapies are based on those model systems mostly, they have a lot of shortcomings in that they do not truly represent patients.
And you mentioned something like explants from cancer patients. So could you describe a bit what are explants?
Primary breast cancer is taken away from the patient. This is the standard of care in Finland. We get those tumor pieces, most of it, to the lab, and we cut those into smaller blocks, which are intact cancer pieces. So they have cancer cells, but also immune cells and all the other things that are part of the cancer. And we can grow these in a petri dish or in an incubator. And then we can treat those with different drugs. That from one patient we can treat the cancer, as it were, outside of the body with let's say 10 different drugs and compare which drugs work.
Since we're now talking about the patient perspective, so what do you think would be the best outcome from this project to patients?
Immunotherapies are very expensive. They cost tens of thousands of euros per year for a patient, and it's difficult for society to keep on paying the increasing costs of these drugs. So we need to somehow be able to address this. It's very important. It's important that people know what is being done, in Finland and the world on this cancer research, because it's important that the research that we're doing is appreciated and explained and made, that the public is being made aware of what's going on. This is a multifaceted project, which I think is exactly what is needed at this stage to really drive the immuno-oncology and the immunotherapies in Finland forward.